Thank you all for watching my recent Game of Thrones content. This video is a follow-up to my Jewelry of Game of Thrones video. Since I had already identified nearly 50 pieces, I had to split it into two parts. Now here's another 40 plus pieces you may have missed, focusing on jewelry worn by the show's principal characters. And if you missed my previous video, I'll add a link in the pinned comment below. I haven't ranked the pieces, but I've arranged them in a way that makes sense for the flow of the video. Some of these items went up for auction in the fall of 2024, and I'll include images and details where relevant. However, many didn't make it to auction. I suspect that smaller pieces like rings and pendants may have gone home with the actors. To make navigation easier, I've added chapter markers so you can jump ahead as needed. And whenever possible, I've credited the talented craftspeople behind these designs who collaborated with costume designer Michelle Clapton. However, for many pieces, their creators remain unknown. A quick heads up, there will be spoilers for all 8 seasons of Game of Thrones, but I'm assuming most of you have seen the show by now. And I've done my best to match each piece to its corresponding episodes, but with so many across 8 seasons, there may be a few mistakes. Finally, a huge thank you to my patrons for your support. And if you'd like to join our community and help me keep creating unique content, we'd love to have you. Now, with that out of the way, let's dive into the jewelry. Crowns and headdresses. A quick update, while I covered Robert Baratheon's crown in my last video, I missed a key detail. It was actually sold at auction on October 17, 2014 for a staggering $30,000. According to Heritage Auctions, the crown features an 11-inch oval with 4-inch tall wooden base with cast resin antlers, amber resin jewels, and a metallic gold studio antiqued finish. Now, interestingly, this hero crown was originally part of a studio promotion giveaway contest, so I can't help but wonder why someone would sell such an iconic Game of Thrones prop unless they really needed the cash. Renly Baratheon's crown. Renly's crown makes its first appearance in Season 2, Episode 3, What Is Dead May Never Die, when he arrives at a knight's tournament alongside his new wife, Margaery Tyrell. Michelle Clapton described the design as evoking the strength and wildness of the stag, while also appearing slightly organic and raw, emphasizing Renly's unique and unpolished claim. This crown went up for auction on October 10, 2024, selling for $10,000. Quaith's headpiece. In Season 2, Episode 5, The Ghost of Harrenhal, we meet Quaith of the Shadow, a mysterious figure from Asshai. In A Song of Ice and Fire, all of Ashai's residents wear masks or veils, so Quaith's mask look remains true to the lore. Looking closely, you can see that her headpiece shares the same design elements as Melisandre's necklace, only filled in with bronze. Clapton explained, I used the same shape lengths as I'd used on Melisandre's necklace to create a mask, which was quite articulated. Now, Clapton likely drew inspiration from Alexander McQueen's spring 2000 show, I, which was heavily influenced by Middle Eastern fashion. The chainmail plates from the collection bear a striking resemblance to Quaith's face mask. This wouldn't be the first time Clapton took inspiration from McQueen. Necklaces, chokers, and pendants. Ellaria Sand's necklace. Ellaria wears this dangling Dornish necklace in Season 4, Episode 1, Two Swords, when we are first introduced to her in King's Landing. Many of the jewelry pieces worn by the Dornish are inspired by Persian designs reflecting the region's distinct cultural influences. Oberyn Martell's pendant. Oberyn is rarely seen without this ornate pendant, which he wears throughout his time in King's Landing. It first appears in Two Swords, and remains a key part of his look during major moments like the Purple Wedding and Tyrion's trial. The pendant often stands out against his signature low-cut tunics. Olenna Tyrell's gold mini bauble necklace. Unlike most characters, Olenna Tyrell rarely wears visible jewelry as her neck is usually covered by her wimple. However, for her granddaughter's wedding to Joffrey Baratheon in Season 4, Episode 2, The Lion and the Rose, she makes an exception, donning this delicate gold necklace. Marjorie's wedding pendant. Marjorie wears this deco-inspired pendant just once in Season 5, Episode 3, High Sparrow. Its elegant design perfectly complements the neckline of her golden wedding gown as she weds Tommen Baratheon. Missandei's pendant. Missandei wears a simple crystal pendant wrapped in wire and suspended on a cord in Season 5, Episode 8 and 9, Hardhome and the Dance of Dragons. Xero Zoan Daxus's pendant. Xero doesn't get much attention for his costumes, but his look, especially in Season 2, Episode 5, The Ghost of Harrenhal, is a standout. His gold pendant resembles a Scottish brooch on a chain, and it appears to be a custom-made piece for the show, as it matches the intricate gold latticework belts worn by the 13 and Daenerys Targaryen. Ygritte's animal tooth necklace. Though never visible on screen due to Ygritte's high neckline, this leather cord necklace with a small pointed animal tooth pendant was confirmed by Heritage Auctions as production-made and screen-used piece from Season 3. Despite its lack of screen time, it sold at auction on October 10, 2024 for $5,750. Armlets and Bracelets. Myrcella arm cuff. With her billowy dresses adorned with ribbon embroidery, Myrcella doesn't require much additional ornamentation. However, this simple, lightly engraved brass cuff is the perfect finishing touch to her look. She wears it throughout her Season 5 story arc, including in The House of Black and White, The Gift, and Mother's Mercy. Rings. Robert's stone ring. Robert Baratheon's simple stone ring aligns with his no-nonsense fashion sense. It's prominently featured in Season 1, Episode 4, Cripples, Bastards, and Broken Things. Unlike the Lannisters, Robert prefers practicality over extravagance. Cersei's gold ring. The Lannisters love to flaunt their wealth through elaborate costumes and jewelry, and Cersei leads the charge. Though I can't get a detailed look, her gold ring, seen in Season 2, Episode 1, The North Remembers, appears to be a gold knot design, possibly an abstracted lion. She wears it as an accessory to her red and gold rampant lion gown, and she is also featured in a promotional shoot for Entertainment Weekly wearing the ring. Jaime's gold and redstone ring. When Jaime Lannister isn't wearing leather gauntlets, he's often seen wearing two rings, but the most prominent is a gold ring with a red ruby or garnet worn on his left ring finger in Season 1, Episode 3, Lord Snow. Tywin's gold poison ring. Tywin wears a gold pillbox or a poison ring on his right middle finger across multiple seasons. Now, unlike Robert, who favors simplicity, Tywin embraces luxury and style. He continues wearing this ring until his fateful death on the toilet in Season 4, Episode 10, The Children. Poison rings are unique pieces of jewelry with hidden compartments historically used to conceal poison, secret messages, or small items. Popular in ancient and medieval times, they were often linked to espionage, intrigue, and even political assassinations. Now, this stunning example from 1743 is a Georgian gold and emerald poison ring featuring intricate ram's heads, an occult symbol that adds to its mysterious allure. Joffrey's black stone ring. Joffrey wears numerous rings throughout his 4 seasons, but this black stone ring holds special significance. After his death, Cersei takes to wearing it until the very end of the series in Season 8. Joffrey's fancy gold and stone ring. In addition to his signet ring covered in my previous video, Joffrey first wears this gold and gemstone ring in Season 1, Episode 2, The King's Road. It reappears in Season 3, Episode 8, Second Sons, for Sansa's wedding, and again during his tantrum in Misa. Joffrey's lion ring. Often worn alongside his other rings, Joffrey's golden lion head ring is similar to one worn by Tyrion. While he wears it in Second Sons, it's most prominently seen in Season 4, Episode 2, The Lion and the Rose, during his wedding to Marjorie Tyrell. The ring gets its moment in the spotlight when Joffrey drinks from the poison chalice and dies. Myrcella double thumb ring. It's a very subtle thing, but Myrcella wears this gold double thumb ring while in Dorne. I assume it is a gift from her betrothed, Prince Tristan Martel. If you are enjoying this content, please give the video a like so I'll know to make more content like this in the future. Thank you. Now back to the rings. Catelyn's silver ring. Unlike the flamboyant Lannisters, the Starks favor simplicity. Catelyn's understated silver band, worn on her right ring finger, reflects this modesty. Notably, in Westerosi culture, wedding bands are not exchanged. Now, Catelyn is first seen wearing the ring in the King's Road in Season 1 and continues to wear it until her tragic assassination at the Red Wedding in the Rains of Castamere in Season 3. Sansa's silver ring with black stone. Moving away from the dragonfly and moth motifs of earlier seasons, Sansa incorporates a silver ring with a black center stone into her Dark Sansa ensemble. She debuts the ring in The Mountain and the Viper in Season 4 and wears it on her right index finger, as also seen in an Entertainment Weekly photo shoot. Littlefinger's pinky ring. Peter Baelish is known for his collection of rings, including a silver pinky ring set with a black stone. It appears as early as Cripples, Bastards, and Broken Things in Season 1 and remains part of his look through Kiss by Fire in Season 3. By the time we get to the Wars to Come in Season 5, as his ambitions grow, he swaps it for a more elaborate ring, though the original isn't gone, just moved to his other hand. Mad King Aerys II Targaryen's rings. Though not clearly visible on screen, Aerys II Targaryen wore 2 rings in Blood of My Blood Season 6 during Bran Stark's vision of Jaime Lannister's portrayal. Described by Heritage Auctions, one is a gold-tone ring with a faux ruby, and the other is a silver-tone metal ring with a domed ornament. These rings, along with his full costume, sold for $30,000 on October 11, 2024. Viserys' serpent ring. It was a surprise to see Viserys wearing a coiled silver serpent ring in Winter is Coming in the Season 1 premiere, a detail that added to his character's layered symbolism. Daenerys' silver fire ring. In the Iron Throne Season 8 finale, Daenerys wears a solid sterling silver ring with black oxidization. Like many of her statement necklaces and chains of intent, this piece was designed by Michelle Clapton and crafted by Eunice and Eliza. Now it's available for purchase through their MEY collection. Daenerys' silver flight ring. Starting in the Dragonstone Season 7 premiere, Daenerys wears a sterling silver ring that continues into Eastwatch in Season 7, and further into A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms and The Last of the Starks in Season 8. Also part of the MEY collection, this ring was designed to resemble a delicate dragon wing with a scaly texture, echoing the flight neck sculpture created for her in Season 6. Jorah's silver ring. Jorah Mormont consistently wears a substantial ornamental ring throughout the series. Its origin remains unclear, perhaps a cherished family heirloom from his exiled house or a piece acquired during his years in Essos. Missandei's Dragonstorm ring. Like her silver Ouroboros dragon brooch, featured in my other jewelry video, this sterling silver hand-carved dragon skeleton ring is likely a gift from Daenerys. Missandei wears it in The Queen's Justice and Beyond the Wall in Season 7, as well as The Last of the Starks in Season 8, Episode 4. This ring is also available through the MEY collection. Tyrion's silver allegiance ring. Also part of the MEY collection, this hand-carved sterling silver ring appears in Eastwatch and Beyond the Wall in Season 7, as well as Winterfell in the Season 8 premiere. According to the MEY website, the design, resembling a dragon's spine, was also worn by Varys, Jorah, and Grey Worm, though I wasn't able to spot it clearly in any series images. Shae's Moonstone ring. As Sansa's handmaiden, Shae adopts a more refined style, including a delicate gold ring set with a blue moonstone. She's seen wearing it in What Is Dead May Never Die in Season 2, and again in Valar Dohaeris in the Season 3 episode. Hizdahr's lapis ring. Hizdahr zo Loraq is seen wearing a silver ring with a lapis stone in the House of Black and White, The Gift, and The Dance of Dragons. According to Clapton, Daenerys frequently wears blue as a tribute to Khal Drogo and the Dothraki, for whom blue is a rare and significant color. It represents a natural pigment unique to their region, making it an enduring part of her identity. Given this symbolism, it's possible that Daenerys gifted the ring to Hizdahr as an engagement token. Olenna's gold and turquoise ring. This ring has caught the attention of many of my viewers. Featuring a striking turquoise stone, a semi-precious gem set in a design reminiscent of an Egyptian scarab, it truly stands out. Olenna is first seen wearing it in Now His Watch Has Ended in Season 3, and later in Book of the Stranger in Season 6. In the Winds of Winter Season 6 finale, the vibrant turquoise contrasts beautifully against Olenna's deep chocolate brown mourning attire. Olenna's gold rings. Beyond her turquoise statement ring, Olenna frequently wears two other gold rings, a gold and silver dome ring and an oval gold ring with an intricate swirling pattern. The oval ring appears in Dark Wings, Dark Words, and Now His Watch Has Ended in Season 3. The dome ring is worn in Two Swords and Lion and the Rose in Season 4, as well as The Gift in Season 5. Now, interestingly, after closely examining the images, I found that this same dome ring was previously worn by the Spice King and the Good Master Krasny Smonaklaz, suggesting it was repurposed across multiple characters. Varys' pillbox ring. Like Tywin Lannister, Varys wears a pillbox or poison ring on his right pinky. It's visible in Lord Snow Season 1 and again in The Red Woman Season 6. Euron Greyjoy's ring. Euron's ring appears in Winterfell and The Last of the Starks in Season 8. Now, while it could represent an iron ring, perhaps a nod to the Ironborn, it may have simply been chosen for its rock and roll aesthetic. Michelle Clapton and actor Pilo Esbeck have both compared Euron's Season 8 look to that of Keith Richards, which aligns with the ring's rugged style. Selyse Baratheon's ring. This ring is a personal favorite of mine. The Baratheons love to showcase their sigil, not just on banners, but also through their jewelry, crowns, brooches, and in this case, a delicate ring. The subtle interpretation of stag antlers in its design is a refined yet powerful detail. Brooches and Pins. Davos Seaworth Onion Brooch. Davos wears this onion-shaped brooch in the series finale The Iron Throne as part of his ensemble as Master of Ships. To give some context, Sir Davos earned the nickname Onion Knight after smuggling onions into Storm's End during a siege, saving the starving soldiers. Now, in return, Stannis Baratheon knighted him, granting him the title Sir Davos Seaworth, a name that reflects both his heroism and his past as a smuggler. The onion brooch, along with his velvet cassock, was sold at auction on October 12, 2024 for $7,500. Daario Naharis brooch. Both Ed Skrein and Mikael Huisman portrayed Daario Naharis in Game of Thrones, and while they shared the same costume, it wasn't until Season 4 that I noticed this unusual brooch fastening his neck scarf. The pin itself resembles a fibula, a metal brooch or pin, but the hooked element is a bit of a mystery. Now, it could be a fishing lure, an animal claw from his fighting pit days, or even a trophy from one of his kills. Razdal Mo'ara's double brooch neck ornament. Razdal wore this double brooch brass neck piece in the Season 3 episode The Bear and the Maiden Fair when he offered Daenerys Targaryen golden ships in exchange for leaving young Kai in peace. His full ensemble, including the neck ornament, was sold at auction on October 10, 2024 for $5,750. Though worn upside down on the show, Raisdale's brooches bear a strong resemblance to the Amazigh fibulae, traditional Berber brooches used to fasten garments. These pieces are more than just functional jewelry. In Amazigh culture, they symbolize protection, identity, and social status. Here are two historical examples. An Islamic fibula from the late 19th to early 20th century displayed at the Met, and an 18th century silver, enamel, and glass fibula with intricate detailing. Daenerys Targaryen brooches. Daenerys' early Dothraki-style clothing features two prominent brooches fastening the bodice. They are particularly visible in the Season 1 episodes Lord Snow and The Pointy End. According to Clapton, the Dothraki culture and costume design drew inspiration from the traditional nomadic Bedouin people. By Season 2, The Nightlands and Garden of Bones, Daenerys has lost the larger brooch but repurposes the smaller penannular brooch to fasten her simple muslin dress in The Ghost of Harrenhal. While Clapton has stated that the Dothraki aesthetic was influenced by the Bedouins, the brooches Daenerys wears bear a strong resemblance to Berber jewelry. So for comparison, on the left, an antique silver brooch from the Etsy shop Bob's Findings, and on the right, an antique silver brooch from Tunisia, available at the Etsy shop Meninga. Missandei fibula. In the Season 3 episode And Now His Watch Is Ended, Missandei wears a simple fibula that fastens her cloak at the throat. By Season 4 Two Swords, she upgrades to two matching pins that secure her cape to her dress. For historical reference, here's an example of an Etruscan bronze fibula with an amber segment from the 7th century BCE, currently displayed at the Met Museum in New York. Daenerys' blue cloak pin. Now, one of Daenerys' most iconic costumes is her blue cloak ensemble worn throughout Seasons 3 and 4. While the cloak is tied at the front in the studio shot, it's more commonly fastened with a small silver pin with a hint of blue, prominently seen in And Now His Watch Is Ended in Season 3 and Breaker of Chains in Season 4. Like many of the brooches mentioned earlier, this pin also appears to have Berber origins. A strikingly similar silver fibula can be found at the Etsy shop Antique Jewellery, run by Moroccan sellers. Now, if you're still with me, thank you so much for sticking around. Let me know in the comments which jewelry pieces were your favorite throughout the series. With House of the Dragon likely on hold until 2026, we're facing a bit of a Westeros drought. But don't worry, A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms premieres late in 2025. And my apologies, I'd stated in my previous videos that it was coming out in June, but as of this recording, we don't know the premiere date yet. Now, at any rate, I will be covering the show along with more Game of Thrones and House of the Dragon content. A huge shout out to my patrons for making this video possible, and thank you to all of you for spending your time with me. I'll see you in the next video.